And the Simmesport Historical Society is proud to commemorate 100 years since the village of Simmesport was first announced. I went on a tour of Simmesport back home in Louisiana. Before it was Simmesport, it was just a bend in the Atchafalaya River. That's about the time a man with more ambition than the river had curves arrived in Louisiana.
A dock and a post office was established here on the river, and was settled by and named after Captain Bennett B. Sims, who was a riverboat captain.
Wayne Coco is the president of the Simmesport Historical Society, and he's working to commemorate the small town of Simmesport and remember its history.
He built a beautiful house across the river which still exists, and he operated the ferry and a warehouse.
In 1834, Bennett B. Sims purchased 79 acres of land along the Atchafalaya River, which flowed into the Gulf. Sims built his plantation home along the river in 1848, and it is recognized today on the National Register of Historic Places. He also built a dock and a warehouse, and the area became a national fishing hub, which was soon known by one name, Simmesport. His name was Sims. Where's the E come from?
I don't know. It was added over the years in publications, in newspaper articles, and it has stuck.
Simmesport grew with upgrades to river transportation, a growing fishing industry, and the expansion of railways and highways. There were around 200 people settled when Simmesport was officially named a village.
33 citizens living here petitioned the governor, Fuquay, to establish an incorporated village, Simmesport. On October 9th, 1925, the legislature actually passed a proclamation designating the area as a village.
The village grew fast, with people opening businesses and a school, and fresh fish and produce was being shipped across the Atchafalaya in a ferry boat before another big step was taken. This Simmesport Bridge was built in 1939 for trains and cars. Cars drove through with the tires outside the train tracks, and the drawbridge opened up to let the boats ride through.
That's how our town went from a village eventually to a town because the commerce was able to open up and people were able to make a living.
In 1971, a new dedicated highway bridge was built for cars, and the original Simmesport drawbridge, still today, operates for trains and opens for boats.
Schools, we really feel like, keep a stable community, and we're so blessed that we can at least have Riverside here now, and they have a wonderful school here.
The Simmesport community continues to build on its rich past as it moves forward. I'm Johnny Atkinson, back home in Louisiana. The Simmesport Historical Society will be commemorating their 100 years of incorporation with a historic ceremony that will be held on Thursday at the Simmesport Library on Main Street.